Hi, welcome to today's reflection. My name is Sue, and I'm reading Matthew chapter 7, verses 7 to 11. Don't bargain with God, be direct. Ask for what you need. This isn't a cat and mouse, hide and seek game we're in. If your child asks you for bread, do you trick him with sawdust? No. If he asks for fish, do you scare him with a live snake on his plate? No. As bad as you are, you wouldn't think of such a thing. You're at least decent to your own children, so don't you think the God who conceived you in love will be even better? That's the word of our Lord. There is in our family a thing called a Nana question. Now, Nana was my mum. And she would have a habit of the conversation would go like this. Are you going to the village, Sue? Well, I wasn't going to, Mum. Okay, it doesn't matter. Well, what can I help you with? It doesn't matter. Okay, but is there anything I can get you? Well, I wanted a lettuce, but as you're not going to the village, well, Mum, I'm going to go to the co-op, so I can get you a lettuce from the co-op. Oh, yes, please. And that's what we call a Nana question, which is actually what she wanted was somebody to buy her a lettuce. But actually, the question she asked was, are you going to the village? It would have been much easier if my poor mum had said, if you're out, can you get me a lettuce? Asked directly for what she wanted. Mum and I would have these discussions on questions. She did it with Christmas. What would you like for Christmas meal, Sue? And I'd go, because I don't particularly want turkey, I'd go, oh, how about beef, Mum? And she'd, oh, no, it's too expensive. How about pork? No, I couldn't eat it with my dentures. Well, how about lamb? No, Vicky doesn't like lamb. Would you like turkey, Mum? Yes, I think we'll have turkey. So the question she needed to ask was, are we okay with turkey this year? And it's a bit like that with God. The honest thing, the upfront thing, the heartfelt thing is to go, Lord, I need you to help me with paying my gas bill. Now, a lot of people, including my mum, feel we can't ask God for money. Mum's answer was, I can't ask him for money. He's got much bigger things to think about. My thoughts are, who am I to tell God what he can and cannot answer in prayers? Who am I, little human me, to say God won't want to answer a prayer about money? Now, I'm not saying he will always answer prayers about money, but I do think we have the right to talk to him about anything that is causing us anxiety. We are, I believe, allowed to ask God anything. We can't expect an answer the way we want it to, but we are allowed to ask him. Because that's like a conversation. It's a sharing. It's a loving. And we are allowed to be specific. There's that wonderful story, isn't there, about, and they use this in sales pitches, teaching you how to sell better. They talk about being specific. The guy who prayed and hoped for and wished for a high executive job with a lot of money that he could enjoy and love. Now, this guy was, in the story, an American. And his prayers were answered. He was given a top job in the company with a great salary, but it was in Japan and he didn't want to be there. So the idea is that when you're asking for something, you're specific and you're honest and you're open to God. So I invite you today, as you're going through the day and as you're thinking, should I talk to God about this? May I talk to? Just assume that Anything is on the table, and God would like to hear from you, whether it's joyful or a request for money for the gas bill. God will find a way to help answer your prayers. And maybe, just maybe, if the prayer doesn't get answered, and I have no idea why prayers of one form are answered and another aren't, but maybe, like my mum, it's the wrong question that's being asked. Like my mum, if she just said, "Can I have a lettuce?" Straightforward. We knew where we were. Maybe it's thinking around the question that you're asking and trying to think, is it actually that question, or is it a different one that you really want to talk to him about? I invite you to open your hearts and your minds and your lips and talk to God about anything. Have a wonderful, God-filled, lovely day. Bye-bye.